There are two kinds of rolls in tambourine playing. This video is about finger and thumb rolls. This is a friction technique that works basically the same as a violin bow. Your finger is going to stick to the surface, and then as you push, it's going to skip and slip ahead and get stuck again in the next location. As this happens very rapidly moving around the frame, your ear detects it as a single tone. There are three key things to work on. The first is a relaxed end to your finger or thumb. You can anchor the thumb in the middle of any finger to stabilize it, and this is going to allow that final joint of the finger to be loose and to stick and slip freely. And you can actually do this with all four fingers. The angle is also important. Most people play too flat to the surface and end up just sliding like this. You'll notice I have to play almost vertical, if you look here, in order to get that wiggle in my finger. You need to experiment with your own hand and find the best angle for you where you can do it consistently. The third thing is that the pressure has to be just enough. Usually when people start, I see them push way too hard, just sliding along and maybe squeaking a little bit out at the very end. I actually recommend the opposite. Do it way too loose, so you almost get like a fluttery, barely in contact kind of sound like this. You can really see the finger actively skipping and slipping along. After that, you can increase the pressure and see how the tone changes. Most tambourines will have some kind of beeswax on them or some kind of treatment on the head to help you with this gesture. I have extremely dry hands, so those materials don't usually work for me, and I've engineered this sandpaper ring for my own use. There are some commercially available sandpaper rings that are sort of like this, and you can explore that also as an option. Once you get the basic sound down, just like a stringed instrument bow, you can adjust the dynamics with not just the pressure, but also the speed of your motion. If you draw some dots on the rim just over the top of each of your sets of jingles, you can adjust your dynamics by moving through more dots in the same amount of time. So I can cover one space, two spaces, or three spaces in the same amount of time with the same amount of pressure, and you'll hear how the dynamics come up.